Warwick police spent yesterday morning chasing down these two dark-colored dogs that were originally believed to be coyotes. Now police have arrested two people in connection to it.
Being charged with various animal cruelty charges. Joe Cortez joining us live this morning from Warwick with the very latest on these arrests. Joe.
Morning, Patrick and Kate. With all the news media coverage, people taking photos, it was all over social media. That prompted the original owner of the dogs to come forward and tell the investigators that when he moved to Woonsocket, he ended up leaving both dogs at his residence with two other people. Now, that prompted a police investigation, and they soon started to search the house over on Powhatan Street. They said the residence was vacant, but in, quote, deplorable condition. Now, it turns out the other animals believed to be there were actually traced to a home on Seaview Avenue. After hours of chasing and capturing the two dogs, as well as discovering the other animals at that home, police have charged 32-year-old Andrew Sandville and 29-year-old Amanda Bray. They face charges of animal cruelty, abandonment of animals, improper care of dogs, and failure to vaccinate against rabies. Now, police say the suspects intentionally set the animals free over the weekend.
We got information from the original owner that he had himself vacated the residence at 56 Powhatan and left the two dogs. He was provided information by two individuals that we subsequently arrested that they had abandoned those two dogs, Libby and Bella. They had set them free, which prompted this whole investigation.
Now, the animals that were captured are currently in the care of the Warwick Animal Shelter. As for Amanda Bray, she was released on personal recognizance, and later today we will see Andrew Sandville in court right here at Warwick District Court. We'll be live inside the courtroom with the latest information. Stay with 12 News all morning. Reporting live in Warwick, I'm Joe Cortez, 12 News.
Wild chase involving two very large unidentified dogs turns into a full-blown police investigation.
Yeah, people in Warwick said they saw two coyotes running around completely unattended this week. Turns out they were just one part of what authorities would discover next.
Joe Cortez live in Warwick right now to break down what police have discovered so far. Joe.
Morning, Patrick and Kate. It was a busy day for Warwick Police and Animal Control, but it took a twist when the original owner of the two coyote-like dogs contacted the authorities and said that he moved to Woonsocket and left both those dogs at his former home. Well, that prompted a search by police at that home over near Powhatan Street. Now, they didn't find any animals, but the house was in rough condition, according to the authorities. Now, later in the day, police said that they traced two dogs and 13 cats to a home on Seaview Avenue. All of this led to the arrest of 32-year-old Andrew Sandville and 29-year-old Amanda Bray. Now, police say they've been charged with animal cruelty, abandonment of animals, improper care of dogs, and failure to vaccinate against rabies. Now, they say the suspects intentionally set the animals free over the weekend, but just before noon on Thursday, both dogs that were loose near Oakland Beach were taken into custody.
The dogs are now at our animal shelter. They're being cared for. They're in very good shape and they receive great care. They're working with other agencies of how to test them and place them after, so their future's uncertain, but they're fine.
And my apologies, those two dogs were captured, not taken into custody. The two that have been taken into custody, one by the name of Amanda Bray, she was taken in on personal recognizance and released. As for today, Frank Picozzi said the dogs will be DNA tested to find out the exact breed. If they are those wolf hybrid dogs, that they are illegal here in Rhode Island, so their future is still uncertain. As for Andrew Sandville, he will be in court later this morning. We'll have all the details this morning right here on 12 News. Reporting live in Warwick, Joe Cortez, 12 News.